Good damn morning, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Is there a change coming? Has there been a crack in the left coast California political armor? What the hell is going on here? I checked the sky for pigs, didn't see anything. Checked the temperature in hell, it's not frozen. But I'll tell you what did happen in California. Not only California, Southern California. See, California has two cancerous spots that I think are terminal and can never be repaired. That's the Bay Area, San Fran shithole, aka needles and shit California, and then Southern California, more specifically the Los Angeles area. Those are two spots that are beyond repair. But in the 25th district in the Los Angeles area, a seat was flipped, meaning it went from Democrat to Republican. I know, Republican, California, you haven't heard those words together since Ronald Reagan. Well, didn't Arnold run as a Republican, but fuck him, he was a shitty governor. But this guy named Mike Garcia flipped the seat of, I think it was a Katie Hill, right? She was a little freak, a little congresswoman freak. Got pictures of her smoking bongs butt naked. She was fucking around with married people, getting all over her interns and shit. Girl, you can't do that. Now, I know politics is fraught with perverts and corruption, but you might have been too much of a little pervert for politicians. That's saying something. But he ran no campaigning because of the China virus bullshit, and he won. Now, does this mean this red wave is going to hit California and it's going to be flipped? I don't know about all that. That is a huge undertaking. That's a tall order. What did he say in Deuce Bigalow? That's a huge bitch. Well, California is a huge bitch, and it's going to be hard to change. But that does not take away from Mike Garcia's victory. That's huge. I know you guys who don't live here, you see California from the outside, you shake your head like, what the fuck? Well, imagine being here. It's worse than you think it is. So for that to happen here is fucking major. In Southern California, that's where Aunt Pearl's from. I'm sorry, James Brown. No, damn it. Sorry, Maxine Waters. That's where she's from, so you know it's bad. And Mike Garcia flipped that seat. That's crazy. I mean, I hope it's a trend. And another good thing about it is people are realizing how little the California government thinks of them. You're just a stepping stone. You're a means to an end. You're a means so they can take care of the illegals. That's what you're for. You're here to make money, to make tax revenue, so they can give it to the illegals, aka their voting block, their power block, the battery in their back. Fuck you, Californians, is what they're saying. And apparently the people in the 25th district where Mike Garcia is from heard that message loud and clear and said, oh yeah, fuck you too. Now, speaking of California political dumbasses, David Lopan. Now, I said a few videos back that if Pelosi is pushing this stimulus package, it can't be good. And it's not. Consider the source. So in this stimulus package, remember the first one, they squeezed in all this silly bullshit. Well, this is even worse. This is basically amnesty. That's what they want. They want the illegals to stay here forever and bring your family members who are also basically illegal because you're being brought here by an illegal, so you're not legitimate either. That's the way I see it. So they want to hook up these illegals, so they bring more illegals, so they can hook them up and get their vote too. That's what this is all about. This is a fucking power grab, and they call it the Heroes Act. Really? So what the fuck does any of this have to do with a hero. Now, if you call it the Illegals Act, at least you be honest. At least you're being upfront with your deception. The Heroes Act. Well, I didn't see anything in there helping no fucking heroes. And in this one, the first stimulus package, you had to have a social security number, aka be a fucking citizen. Not this one. No social security number required. So that broadens it. That broadens it to even more people to get money. And as good as free money sounds, no money is free money. Because guess what? Come tax time next year, you're going to be taxed on that money that they gave you, which came from your taxes. Weird, right? But I have not given up on the hope that China will be stuck with this fucking bill. That's the only thing that can make it better. You can't keep printing this shit up. Just tossing money out of the fucking treasury window. You can't do that. That is not sustainable. But they don't give a fuck. Their money's good. They went outside, they checked. Yep, let me see. Yep. These bars on my fence in front of my house are sturdy. Let me see, let me check. Yep. This wall built around my estate is sturdy. It ain't going nowhere. Fuck you guys. You stay out there, you stay down there in the valley, and you eat the scraps that I throw to your dumb working class up early stupid ass. That's the way they see it. That's what this stimulus package is saying. Illegals first. What heroes? Illegals ain't fucking heroes. They're thieves. They're stealing your slice of the American fucking pie and telling you that you're not good enough to go get it yourself, so we got to give it to them. It also has protections in there for the fucking pieces of shit who hire illegals. This is amnesty. You call it stimulus, you call it the Heroes Act, like you give a shit. This is amnesty. They're not gonna, when this is all said and done, they're not gonna go back and say, oh, you know what, we made a mistake there. Yeah, that was a little much. That was a little overzealous. We'll repeal that. All right, we'll take that back. Fuck no. They're buying votes. They're buying the illegals' votes, and they're buying our silence. Because that's the only thing that will stop this. The only thing that can stop it is us voting these people out. That's it. That's our plan A. That's our plan B. That's our safety net. That's everything. Us. We got to vote these fuckers out. See, they're planning on us being lazy, complacent, used to being at home, bank accounts full of their money, your money. Why not vote? Why not keep it going? Why not refill that social and financial IV bag that they got us mainlining right now, paying you more money to stay your ass at home? It's more than money. It's in our DNA. It's who we are. It's woven into the fabric of our very fucking being. We must produce. We have to go out and get sweat on our fucking brow. I've been there before. Anybody else? You ever been out of work for a while? About 12 years ago, I was out of work for 6 months. That shit sucked. Cabin fever, stir crazy, feeling worthless. My wife's going to work every day. I ain't doing shit. Not a good feeling. We need to do something. We need to be productive. But that flies in the face of their agenda. You can't control empowered people. Ugh, I hate to use that word, empowered. I hate hearing that shit. But it's true. A population that's educated, armed, and self-sufficient, we don't need you for shit. You can't offer us anything. We have it all. We make it ourselves. Heroes Act, you fucking pieces of shit. You don't care about heroes. You're supposed to be our fucking hero right now. I don't see you guys taking a pay cut. I don't see you giving up your $175 a year. Why don't you adopt a family? Why don't you do like we do during Christmas? Adopt a family. Adopt a few families. Do some good. for us for once. Fuck amnesty, that's all it is. But they know they can't get it pushed through under its true name. Under its true name, we will say, fuck that. And you know what? I take that back. We are not the final line of defense against this. We got one more line of defense before us. We got one group that can stop this shit from going through. Because it feels good now, but it's gonna hurt later. There's one group that can help us. The Senate. Congress draws it up, they vote on it, they send it over to the Senate so it can become real. I think that's how it still works. Did they suspend that process during the China virus bullshit too? So the Senate is the only thing that can save us, period. Then it's up to us in November, after the damage will already be done. See, the Senate can prevent it from happening, but the only thing we can do is punish those who put it through in November. What are we gonna do? What are they gonna do? I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell you a quick little story. I'm trying to tell you a story. So, as you know, picked up my Glock the other day. So I plan on every day spending some time with my new lady. Just like last night, I timed myself to see how long it would take to open the case, take the cable lock out, load it, be ready for action. Took me about 10 seconds, not bad. I will get better. But every day I want to handle it. I want to be familiar with it. I want it to be an extension of myself. So while I was messing around with it, I got to thinking. And I remember the night of my bachelor party. This is the story of how our party bus driver almost killed himself. And my buddy, shout out to my man, my people, Chris and Michelle in, San Angelo, Texas. So, bachelor party, we all meet at a neutral location, got a party bus, all my boys are there. It's going to be a great night. So we're headed out to, here's the itinerary for the evening. Shooting range, nice dinner, go out to the bars, whatever, have a good time. Try not to die, because you know when you go out and it's your 21st birthday or your bachelor party, everybody in there is trying to kill you. Hey man, shots. Shit was crazy. Anyway, so we're heading out to this indoor range in this place called Watsonville, and it's called Markley's. So we're going to Markley's, and we're driving the bus up there. You know, we get to talking and stuff like that, and the bus driver's like, yeah, man, you know, I used to be in the Air Force, and I was a military police, and I've been here, I've been there, I shot this, I shot that, you know, I've been over here, I did this, telling all these stories. So automatically the bullshit meter is going off, because the people who really did it, they're not very loose with that information. We'll put it that way. So this dude's telling us all the things he's did. I've been around the world and right? So we're like, okay, cool. So we get there and he's like, hey, you guys mind if I shoot with you? And I was like, yeah, man, if there's a lane open, you pay for your own shit. I don't care. Go for it. He's like, all right, cool, man. I appreciate it. He was a nice dude. So my buddy, Chris, he's standing back and he's kind of filming everybody, you know, shooting and all this shit. So he's filming the bus driver, and we don't know this shit is happening until we're on the party bus on the way back, and he's showing everybody the video. So this fucking dude who is the second coming of Rambo, right? You know, this man, he's been here, he's did that, he's done this, he's handled all the weapons ever created. So we look at the video, and this fool had some kind of jam or something in his gun, and it wouldn't work. It was I remember it was a chrome-plated Beretta 9mm. So he should have been familiar, right? At the time when this happened, and the time when he was in the military, this was military issue. He should be totally familiar with this weapon, blindfolded, right? So we're looking at the video, and this fool's gun jams. So he goes to look down the barrel. Now, you ever seen a cartoon? This fool, you don't look down the barrel. And being the badass that he described himself as, it's laughable. Nobody familiar with firearms would ever do this. So this fool goes to look down the barrel and the gun discharges in the fucking ceiling. This dude could have died. You blow your brains all over the fucking shooting range. There goes our evening. Now we got to be questioned who's going to drive the fucking party bus. Jericho, that's a little insensitive. Well, he didn't end up dying, so I can say that shit. But really, I mean, there goes our evening because you wanted to be a dumbass. Because you wanted to talk a bunch of shit and try to press a bunch of strangers. We don't know you. Sit up there and drive, man. I mean, he was a nice guy and everything, but you don't need to impress us. We're certainly not going to try to impress you. But he almost died. Man, that shit was hilarious. So we're watching the video, we're all gathered around my buddy's phone watching the video while he's driving, and you can see this fool constantly looking in the rear view like, oh, what are they laughing at? What's so funny? You're near death. That's what's so funny, you idiot. You almost fucked my bachelor party up. Man, I'd like to run into that dude again. Anyway, that's it. That was story time with Uncle Jericho. That was the time that the party bus driver almost killed himself. People, it's time to get in the damn rat race. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit liberal cries. Make sure you get your Jericho Green notification tone. Link in the description box. Utilize the PayPal link and the Teespring link to get your green gear. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.